So January 2020, I got the opportunity of a lifetime. I took a job working on the oil field in North Alaska, known as the Slope by a lot of people. It was a pretty interesting experience. The hitches, as they call them, were 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. And it was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I don't think I would want to repeat it. So I worked 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. They call that a hitch. And I only did maybe 2 hitches before COVID hit and they sent everybody home. But I got to see a lot of beautiful things. This is the first time I ever flew on a plane. First time I ever been to Alaska. First time I've ever worked 7 days a week for 3 weeks straight. Yeah, there were a lot of firsts there. We're not gonna quite get to see the sunset, darn it. But the sun came up at 9:41. It goes down at about 4:41, something like that. It's almost dark, as you can see. And in case you've heard it stays dark all winter long in Alaska, that's not completely true. That was January that I was up there. And these are the temperatures I was experiencing. Ironically, I was waiting for them to finish the ice roads because they said it was too cold to build the ice roads. That was kind of mind-boggling to me. I've never heard of such a thing. Have you? Pretty interesting place. Y'all, this is what they call a super sucker, if I remember right. Pretty interesting vehicle, but I don't remember ever driving one of them. Guess what I'm driving? Your favorite truck. Look at the temperature on this truck. I guess they just run them hotter up here. Check that out. Look at all that steam. Isn't that crazy? You can see the truck I'm in sitting across from me. I'm in that same exact truck. This was a pretty regular occurrence, having to pull over and wait for an oversized load to go by. It happened so many times I lost count. Pretty interesting, some of the loads we got to see though. Some of them were really huge. And this is a vac truck, if I remember correctly. They said it weighed around 200,000, completely grossed out, and I believe it was right at 90 feet long from the nose all the way to the end of the trailer. These little box looking things on the front and on the back, they call it dog houses. The one in the back I used to stand inside of when I was getting loaded or emptied, and the one in the front had a PTO or a heater or some type of equipment. I can't remember now, it's been so long ago, but that's what's in that front doghouse. It's really interesting driving one of these things. They're really huge. I believe this is the day we were waiting for a storm to pass through. They call it a blow, which can cause whiteout conditions and really dangerous. They don't want you driving in that, so we were just kind of hanging around at the terminal waiting for it to pass. This is another one of those huge oversized loads. This is one of the places I got to spend the night when I was out really late, away from our main yard, I guess you would call it. There's a lot of these different companies on the oil fields, and I guess they kind of take care of each other. You can stay at their terminal, you can go there and get something to eat, etc. Shower in the bathroom, which I probably won't be using because there's a bathroom down the hall. Kind of nervous about sharing a bathroom with somebody. And this is me at work in the back of the vac truck. This gigantic KW, I have no idea how old it is, really old truck, but it is huge. They call this truck a sow. I guess because it's so darn big.
This is how tall this truck is. Like, this is eye level for me. Eye level. Is that crazy or what? That is a tall truck.
I really wish I would have recorded more up there. I saw a lot of people walking around recording, but I thought you weren't really supposed to, so I didn't. Sitting at the airport again. There's not really anybody here either. One or two people taking a nap. It's probably what I need to be doing right now. I have a hard time sleeping during the day. So they canceled my flight from Minneapolis to Atlanta. Sent me an email this morning. So my flight's been delayed 6 hours, so getting home, I was supposed to be getting home just before 1 o'clock. Now I'm going to be getting home around 7. I really hope they don't cancel any more flights. That's a long trip already without the delays. Oh well, at least I'm going home, so that's awesome.
Say something to local authorities. So protect your everyday. If you see something, say something.
I'm going to have all these memorized in a minute. So my experience there was good and bad. I definitely do not want to go back again. I'm glad I went because I got to experience a lot of unique things I will never get to experience again. But the whole atmosphere was a lot like high school, which is what someone else told me when I first got there. And after being there for a few weeks, I kind of agreed with them. It was not something that I enjoyed. And the money was not that great. Like you think you're making a lot of money, but when you have to stretch your money out over the 6 weeks, that money you're making over the 3-week period gets cut in half, so all of a sudden you're not really making that much money. So is it really worth it? So that was just my experience. I'm not trying to bash anybody or any company or even the industry. It wasn't my cup of tea. I don't like working those long hours 7 days a week without any days off, and the money wasn't what I thought it would be. It was very disappointing. You may have a different experience. You may go up there and make tons of money, and you may love it, and you may not mind working 7 days a week, and you may love getting 3 weeks off. I have a friend that actually loved working up there. He did it for many years, and he used to just absolutely love the time off. It made it worthwhile for him. It doesn't for me, especially when you factor in the money I was making. But if you are interested in it, please, I encourage you to do it. You know, chase your dreams. It may be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you also. You may spend a lot of time up there. You may do it until you retire. I don't know. I'm just saying, this was my experience. The good, the bad, the ugly. It was a beautiful place. I met some really nice people. I got to see some really awesome things. I got to fly for the first time ever. I got to see Alaska for the first time ever. There were a lot of firsts for me. So overall, I think it was worth it. But it just isn't something I want to do again. So if you're curious, you can ask questions below and I'll try to answer them. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's already gotten too long. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe out there.